What is going on, geeks? My name is UniteTheClans, and today we are going to be building this. It is a log cabin. Today is my first building video since Donald Trump became president of the United States, and as a Canadian, I'd like to say that I'm happy to be Canadian, and I'm going to be building the most Canadian thing there is, a log cabin, and we're going to be doing it together. Join me, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So this is the place. I am not going to spend too long taking a look at it because this is the biggest thing I have tried to build step by step with you guys as a tutorial. So take a quick look on the inside. You got fireplaces, a little lounge up here, another fireplace up here, all kinds of natural light pouring into the place, and more space than you could ever use. We got one bedroom. We got two bedrooms. And up here, we got 3 bedrooms. So take a look, guys. This is the place I'm going to leave. We're going to pick a new spot to build, and we'll build this thing together. Alright, guys, I have the spot picked out, and I have everything you are going to need for this build currently in this bear. This is my favorite bear. This is Smoke. Take a look. And we're going to take a peek in his inventory. So guys, if you'd like, pause or take a screenshot, get a rough idea of what you're going to need for this build. I've scrolled down to show you the bottom half of my inventory, and that's it, guys. Let's get started. Take a look at this picturesque spot, guys. Here we are on the edge of this cliff in the center redwoods. If you'd like to have a look at where we are, I forgot to grab a GPS this time, but that's where we are on the map. So take a look, and this is our first foundation, and that is what we are starting with. Obviously, foundations. Alright, guys, so this is where we get started. I chose to build this really close to this drop. Hopefully it provides a little light if we do end up building at night. But I'm going to get started. Go ahead and lay down 6 wooden foundations in a row. If it's important to you, if you're a nerd about the aesthetics, you might want them facing this way. You might want all the boards running in a line. So let's go ahead and pop one more of those at the end. And now to the inside of this, we're going to do the same thing, but with our stone foundations. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out a shape that is 2 by 6, and I'm going to go until I get to the end of this. There you go, guys. We have a 3 by 6 wood here and 2 rows of stone, but we aren't done. Alright, guys, so go ahead and add 2 stone foundations off the front of the build in the center, and then grab your wooden ones. We should have, I think, 8 or 9 left, and what we're going to do is wrap around the outside of this. So we're going to have one. Oh, let's go ahead and empty this drop. Alright, perfect. So at this stage, guys, take your wooden foundations and you want to encircle the front of the build. Basically wrap around the stone until you get to the sides. The sides do not need to be messed with, but the front is going to need a whole lot more wooden foundation, and I think that's it, guys. So this is what your foundation should be looking like after step 1. Alright, geeks, for step 2, you are going to want wooden fence foundations and some stone pillars. Now, this is work you want to do at the early stages here. So take your fence foundations, and on the front, put one there and one right here. And then what we're going to do is take pillars and put them on the inside of those. And this is going to frame our entrance. So go ahead and make those 2 high. And we'll go do the same on the back here. So to get them where we want them, go ahead and place them right about here, and we'll do one right about here. So from there, guys, add your pillars 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, and then we'll do the same thing for this corner. Alright, geeks, stage 2 is complete. You should have 6 2-high pillars latched on with fence foundations. If you happen to be building on a cliff like me, you may want to continue those down till they touch the ground, but I'm going to leave them as is for now, and we're going to move on to the next step. Alright, geeks, take a look at my hotbar. You are going to see wooden door frames, walls, and windows, as well as a little bit of thatch. Start with your wooden door frames. Now, while you're looking at this stone foundation by my feet, go ahead and place your first door frame. You want one next to that. And once again, make sure you're looking at the one by my feet. And you'll know you've done it right when these all link up. Now, here on the edge of the front stone foundation, do the same thing. A double door, just like so. Now you want to grab your wooden walls. We're going to go ahead and put one here and one on the other side. Like so. And then at the ends as well, guys. This is what your first floor should be looking roughly like after the walls and the door frames. We're going to continue, and we're going to continue with window frames. So go ahead and place these in where you don't have walls yet. And fill in the remaining spaces on this first level. Alright, nighttime sets in fast, guys. It is now the early morning. I had to wait for you to bring you back, but this is what you should be looking like around the outside of the house. Now this is a very important step, guys. What we're doing is laying the groundwork for the upper levels. You're going to need some thatch for this part of the build, and it's very important that you get it facing the right way and in the right spot. So that you should have one door frame there, and you go ahead and do the same thing next to it, and you'll want these bamboo posts on the inside, and then we'll do the exact same thing on the very front. So go ahead and place a door frame there, and a door frame there, and you're going to put two walls right here. Come on. Right here, and right here. So this is what we should be looking like now, guys. You have a complete first level. We're going to move on to level 2. So for this part, guys, I want to continue doing it piece by piece. So grab your wooden walls first, and you're going to go ahead and do this in the back corner. And I'll go do the same in this corner over here. And you need to make sure, actually, most of the work you did in the first half is going to make this part much easier. So that's what you should be looking like for the interior of the house. Now we also have to work out some details for our entrance. So grab another wood wall and snap it to this right here, and then do the same around the outside of this area. So we're going to go put one there, one there, one there, and one there. So this is what you should be looking like. That is your entrance. Walls on the sides and one above this thatched door frame, and then wrap it right around the corners like so. The next step, guys, is wooden door frames. Now go ahead and put one beside the solid wall we put in the last step, and then your remaining door frames actually go all across the front of the build. We are going to use these basically as windows with glass greenhouse doors in there later. So go ahead and place those. I think it's 5 door frames that you need for this step of the process, one above the door, and then fill in the rest of this front wall. Now we are on to window frames, and I promise you guys, this part is very easy. You need 4, and you need 4 of them across the back, and that actually completes level 2 and completes it pretty quickly. I'm going to take a quick break, and we will come back to move on to the 3rd level. Alright guys, welcome back. Time to start level 3. Keep your window frames out. Put one above the leftmost window frame on the back, and put one above the rightmost. You are also going to need window frames up here, guys. I am in the entrance above the section with wooden walls at the bottom. We're going to put one there. Oh wait, these are window frames. Okay, grab your window frames. We'll put one there, and we'll put one here. We'll do door frames next. Alright, as far as I can remember, you need 3 door frames for this step, guys. You're going to put one up there. That will eventually get you in to a future bedroom. And then you're going to want to flank these windows on the 3rd level with door frames. And these will also be windows. Actually, that one will be a window with a glass door in it. This one will be a practical door that leads out onto a deck that's sitting at this level. Now, while we're here, might as well grab your solid walls, and we're going to fill in the 3rd level. I think this is all we need for that 3rd level. So I'll take a look. Alright, so a lot of walls are involved in this step, guys. Go ahead and fill in the spaces around the top of your third level. You should have room for plenty of these. And then we also need to do a couple more pieces on, if I'm not mistaken, on our entrance. And I think, you know what? No, we're good. Okay. The third level is mostly complete. It's not quite there yet, guys. I left you hanging. We've actually got greenhouse walls. Now, you don't have to do these if you're playing in PvE and you want this place to be a bit more secure. You don't need to use those. But if you're building in PvE and you want a beautiful build, those are going to help. They're going to add in a ton of light, and they're going to add a little modernity to this place. I like it. Alright guys, this build is coming together, and it's coming together fast. The next stage involves some sloped walls. We're going to be putting the points, the peaks on this house. So go ahead and do it at each end of this big room here to get you started. Like that. And then we're also going to add in a couple more arches, guys. So let's go ahead and put one right above our entrance here. I'm realizing I messed up here, guys. We're going to need a few more wooden walls. So go ahead and put those in here and here. And a couple more thatch door frames. And we're going to want to put those above these, just a step back. So let's go ahead and get those in place. Like that. Alright, and one last step, guys, before we can continue adding in these arches. You're going to want a solid wooden wall above both of these thatch door frames we just added in. So to finish the job, go ahead and grab one of these and one of these, and we'll do the same on the very front. Now the very front, guys, is going to have a lower arch than the rest of the house. So if it's starting to look a little weird to you, that's cool. It's a work in progress, but it should be looking something like this. There you go. All our arches are in place, guys. We got only a couple more steps to go. Alright guys, now we have a funky little area to figure out. So what I want to do is create a little bedroom right here, and a spot we can put a fireplace on top of. So take a wooden door frame, and you're going to want to make sure it's on this back foundation, which would look something like, like that, I think. I think I did that right. Perfect. And then you're going to take one more of our sloped walls, and you fill it in right there, and then we'll fill in the space. We need a sloped wooden roof. And we need some ceilings. So go ahead and slap that sloped wooden roof. Put that sloped wooden roof in. Grab a couple ceilings and go here and go here. And that is going to be the beginning of that area, guys. If you want, you can fence this off. We're going to come back in a minute and put a fireplace up here. But that does it for this little room. Eventually we'll add a door, but you got a cozy little space right here for either a bedroom, some storage, who knows what. Alright guys, it is time to add in some ceilings, and there are a lot of key places to put them. So to get us started, I am going to head up to this corner here. Now this is the corner opposite this little hearth fireplace area, and we're going to want 4 for up here. We're going to create a little loft, a little landing, and that is also going to have a fireplace of its own. Now, if you're not paying attention, your walls are going to end up pointing all kinds of weird directions like mine are right now. If you rotate around, you can get them facing the same way. Sorry, not walls, ceilings. And I'm talking about the boards that run the length of them. You can get them facing the same way just by, see how that's pointing towards me? Just keep rotating around, and eventually you'll find the spot where it's at home. So that's the first set of ceilings. You're also going to want to go ahead and place 2 of them right here above the tallest door on the front of the house. Doesn't really matter which way these ones are facing, so just do them like so. Come out to the back of the place here, guys, and take 6 of those ceilings, and we're going to create a deck, a sort of second story. I guess it would be the third story. We'll create a deck, and if you want, I like these facing lengthways, same as we got them down here. Have the boards run long and run across the length of the house. So go ahead and placing these in. I think you'll need 6 in total, and then we are going to add some, we're going to finish up some bedrooms, and those are in the entrance over here. So come on to this side, guys. So you're going to have a bedroom that sits over this space. but you're also going to have one that sits up there. So let's go ahead and get these ceilings in. Now, this is important, guys. You kind of want to wait till the end to do this. And that's why we went ahead and built all these walls that we'll eventually take out so that things all snap together right. If you got ceilings in here when you're trying to place the walls, you are going to have the toughest time getting your walls to line up at the end of the build. And I know you guys hate when that doesn't go as planned. These aren't lining up, are they? Do a little crouch job. Come on, line right up. Ba-boom. Okay, so that is your upper level bedroom. We're going to put walls, and we're going to seal that whole little area in eventually. But you're also going to want to take your ceilings, and you should have 4 left by my count. And you put one there. You put one directly over your head, right here. Oh, and that's facing weird directions. So try getting right here. And we'll do the same in this little space. So we'll place one there, and one right here. I think that does it for ceilings, guys. We only have a few more steps left. We got to add in some ladders. We got to remove some of this thatch. We got to put some fireplaces in and a roof on the place. All right, guys, fill your hotbar with ramps and with railings. We got quite a few spots we're going to want to rail off like decks. The first one is back here. So go ahead and seal this area off just along the side that faces the waterfall or faces the back of the house, and leave these 2 ends empty. We're going to add in ramps there. So go do this for both sides of this back deck on the lower level, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so that is what your lower level should be looking like. I think I included a spare ladder in the ingredients, so go ahead and climb up this one if you can get yourself up there. And then we're going to be on our 2nd level balcony. Now this area gets completely encircled in railings, so go ahead, do the dirty work, and I will come back with you. Before you place the last railing, you're going to want to jump down over here, break this ladder down, and then we'll put a railing up. Okay, ladder comes down, railing goes right about here. Now, we also have the front to do. You guys can play this any dang way you want. So these are going to be little decks as well. You could include doors here, 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 who knows where. And it's also going to eventually connect to the deck that's part of the front entrance. So the way that I like to do it, I'm going to go ahead and put a ramp here, and we'll rail it off like so. And we'll go do the same on the other side. It's going to be the exact opposite. We'll add a ramp on the furthest out platform and rail the rest in. And last of all, guys, go ahead and put a couple ramps here and here. And I think that does it for ramps. Alright folks, this is what the place is looking like. It's time to slip inside now. And we're going to add in some of the details you want to add in before your roof goes on. One of which is a fireplace. Now, it's up to you where you put these, guys. In my original design, I left this whole 2x2 space empty for you to fill it with whatever you want. Smithies, forges, who cares? So for this version, we are not going to bother adding in a 3rd fireplace, but I just want to show you a cool option you had. So go ahead and add one of your fireplaces here. Up on this raised little hearth area. Alright guys, once this fireplace is good, and you might as well light it up while you're here, I'm going to throw some spark powder in there. Ba-boom. The next fireplace is up to you. Like I said, you can leave this bottom space empty, but I do have a cool idea if you want to try something a little different and incorporate as many fireplaces into this Canadian log cabin as possible. Climb up with a rope ladder. This is going to be your way up and down from the loft, and put one of your fireplaces right here in the center of the loft. Now, what you can do, and this is a bit funky, you can come down here and you can place another fireplace right under it. It's a little bit of a weird thing, and I've never tried it before, but it's kind of cool. It would give us a fireplace on this floor to fill with spark powder and light up, and it might give us one on the upper floor. Now, the one worry I have with this is that that second fireplace, the lower one, is going to get in the way of us accessing the inventory of the first one, and we'll see if we can do it. Yeah, it looks like it is. So you can see the chimney coming up through the middle of the fireplace. Guess this would look good, and it would give you more fireplaces than you need and give you the freedom to get rid of this one and turn this room into a bedroom. So it's up to you, but just beware that lower fireplace barely sticks up above the roof, which is one of our upcoming steps. Before we get there, see this freaky little plateau I made up here, guys? This is to help hide the way that we're going to do the roof. The roof is going to look really cool from the outside, but it's going to look funky on the inside. And this is a way to solve it. So go ahead, left and right pieces right up there, and that will solve that problem. The only other things you have to do for this step, guys, are ladders. So we've got 2 bedrooms that are going to be there and there. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and put a rope ladder because you're going to be coming in and out this way. So you don't want a ladder hanging down. So let's go ahead and retract that. And then for the other one, I'm going to use the wood. Now, we're going to put one right at the bottom here first. And I know what you're thinking. That blocks the dang entrance too, UTC. What are you thinking? Well, go ahead and put the second level on your ladder, and it's being super weird, so you may have to play around with it. I didn't have this trouble the first time I built it. Yeah, like so, and then go ahead and break this one, and that ladder should say stuck to the wall, which will bring us up here. Guys, I think it's time for the roof. Let me double check that I haven't forgotten anything important, and I will be right back. I haven't, guys. I haven't forgotten anything important. It's time for the ceiling. Now, it's going to be stone. I think you could easily do this with thatch and have it look good, especially if you weren't in the Redwoods. If you were on a more beachy, tropical looking area, I think that would look good. But being where we are, and being that the idea is to create a log cabin, I wanted a roof that's going to look particularly good. Now, we aren't going to do a paint job on this place, but if you are, I might leave the wood au naturel and paint these ceilings in forest green. That's a look I've done a few times in the past. I'll go ahead and pop you up there, and you... Nope. Okay, come on. Let me figure this out, guys. Boom. Okay, so that is the front ceiling, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in the space around the outside. To do that, anytime you're building way up high, you could almost definitely do this from the inside, but I like to use a tapahara if I have the ability. Alright, let's land this freak, and we'll go ahead and build our ceilings the old-fashioned way. Go ahead and put them over this little area. Even though it hangs on the inside of the build, guys, don't stress that. That is by design. And when I talked about the roof looking cool from the outside, this is what I meant. Ready? Like so. Now you have a very cool looking roof. So if I can get myself back up there, I'm going to finish the job, guys. I'm going to go down to this end, and I'm going to come around the back and do the same thing back here. There we go, guys. If it wasn't for this annoying white dropping right in front of the house, you'd get a perfect look at this place. Let me know what you think of the roof. We have a few finishing touches to do. We got to add in windows, doors. Be right back. Alright guys, we are at a moment of truth. It's time to take out these temporary thatch walls. Now, you will get a very good look at how this place is supposed to look once we get these out of here. So we've got, I think, 6 or 8 of these kicking around the place. Go ahead and remove them all. You can see this opens you up to the deck on that side, and this is going to do the same for this side. Very cool. Now, we got them right here as well. This will free up our entrance and make this place feel a little roomier, airier as you enter it. So take a look at that. Feeling much better already. Now, if you can, descend your little rope ladder here. Perfect. And climb on up, and you get 2 more left up here. So get rid of those, and you're now going to see we've got a decent little sized room up here right above the entrance, and it's not the only one. If you want, you can climb further up and go into this tiny little bedroom. So this would be perfect for a single bed. This one up here might be perfect for 2. I don't know, or some storage. It's up to you guys how you want to decorate the place. Of course, we've got this here too. The place is not done. We need windows, we need doors. Let's finish it up. So by my count, assuming we don't make any errors, guys, we've got 3 regular wood doors. I've got 8 glass doors and 16 glass windows. So the doors are going to be on this first level, and they're going to be where you've got main entrances, like so, where I wouldn't want to constantly be going in and out of a glass door. And a glass door looks weird here. The idea of them is to let in light, so go ahead and put a wooden door there. These bedrooms, because they are reached by ladders, I don't want to put doors on them. That makes things way too annoying. So anywhere you have a open door frame, guys, go ahead and slap in one of these, and anywhere you have an open window frame, go ahead and slap in one of those, and that's the look you're going to end up with. Let's do this. Alright guys, that does it. A moment of truth. I always like at the end to take a walk through a build, and we're going to do that together, guys. No real interior design for this one and no paint job. In some of my other building tutorials, I do those things for you, but I want to leave this one up to you. It's a big place, and painting the whole thing and decorating the whole thing is silly if you're just going to do it in your own style anyway. So, come on up. We got 2 decks here and here. And when you come inside, you have a little entranceway, a little vestibule, foyer, whatever you want to call it, and that enters into this space. Up here, you've got a cozy little fireplace hearth area, and up here, you have an adorable loft. Now, if you want, you could put in another fireplace below. That makes this one more decorative than anything, but it's cool up here nonetheless, guys. I'd add a railing, who knows what. You can tweak this place your own way. You've got a gorgeous deck out here at the back. Take a look at that view. Love me some center redwoods. Okay, and then down on the main floor, we've got the first of 3 little bedrooms. This one includes a good spot for storage hidden right under here, and you get a view. You get 2 views. And then we have a small second floor bedroom. Now this one is not crazy tiny. Go on, get me up. I'd hide a couple beds. You could do plenty of storage up here, especially in this section. And we have one even smaller bedroom right about here. So this is perfect for a bed and a storage container. I've decorated it that way in the first version of the house I built, guys, which, by the way, right over there. And that does it. This is it. This has been my log cabin build here in the Redwoods of the Center. My name is UniteTheClans. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you like it, be sure to check out my channel. I do a lot of Ark build guides and tutorials, and I played a lot of Ark over the years. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.